Safe! Safe! China Communist Government! Shame! Shame! China Communist Government! Thank you all for coming down here today. It's so wonderful to see so many concerned people, and we are so thankful for the Vietnamese community and the Chinese community to invite us for the APEC protest. And we understand your pain, and your aspiration is similar to us. It's not a big issue. We just want to live peacefully and to respect the human rights in all our country. Dear friends, we're not against the China as a nation or the Chinese people. We have a long history together of living together as good neighbors, and have always regarded the Chinese people same as us, another human being. But we're here today to stand in this beautiful free country to raise our voice against the communist government of China for her human rights abuses in Tibet, in Vietnam, in China. Freedom is a beautiful thing, indeed it is. I stand here today speaking to you without any fear of being prosecuted, imprisoned, tortured, or even being killed. Now, I would not be exaggerating to say that Tibetan people struggle has been one of the most non-violent and peaceful struggle that we have seen for many centuries. Sadly, no government and world leaders had supported or encouraged Tibetan people peaceful struggle. All the leaders speak about peace and non-violence, yet no government or the world leaders is doing anything to support Tibetan people peaceful struggle. In the past, Tibetan issue may not have mattered much to the rest of the world, but things have changed now with the globalization and everything, with the technology. Tibetan or Tibet issue is not only a Tibetan issue anymore, it's a global issue. Human rights, religious freedom, freedom of speech and environment are being abused by the communist government of China in Tibet. Climate change is a big issue these days, but no one seems to know what the Chinese communist government is doing in Tibet. A climate change that could have a long-range negative impact on the global scale. A climate change that could have a long-range negative impact on much of the Asia's much-needed water supply. Considering 47, and that's the 47 population of the world, 47 population of the world depends on Tibet watershed. And also it'll have a huge impact on the Australian economy, trust me on that. So Tibet issue is everyone's business, not just Tibetan. I was quite fortunate enough to be able to have an opportunity to visit Tibet recently and saw what the communist government is doing in my country, Tibet. Environmental destruction, restriction on religious freedom, restriction on movement, all these are being watched all the time. And also on a personal experience, having been kicked out from a taxi twice in one day in my own country because I couldn't speak Mandarin, wasn't very a pleasant experience. Now this could be the biggest joke of this year. China recently passed a new law requiring all reincarnated Tibetan lamas to get permission from a government that does not believe in religion. Now with the Tibet issue, we need to do something fast. As the Dalai Lama said during his recent tour of Australia, if the current situation in Tibet remains same for the 15 years, Tibet could be gone. I, on behalf of Tibetan Community of Australia, request all APEC leaders to discuss human rights and support peaceful and non-violent struggle of Tibetan people, to send a strong message to the rest of the world that APEC leaders care about Tibetan peaceful struggle, Tibetan non-violent struggle and compassion struggle.